What up? What up? What up? What's going on with you, Adrian Taylor?
Hey man, I'm just looking at that chat and I'm trying to get like y'all. That's all I got to say about it. I'm just trying to get like y'all. As you can hear, my voice gone, man.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's over with, man. Voice
What
gone,
happened? What's
struggling
going
out here.
on?
You can't hear me?
Yeah, what you got? Strep throat or something?
What's that? I don't know what that means.
You
I
don't
ain't
know what
never had
strep
no
throat
strep
is?
throat.
Oh,
Nah, I'm
Jesus.
messing with you. I don't think I got strep throat. Um, I think just the congestion and the
Mm,
congestion just took over my voice. So yeah, one of them
mm,
one of them days. Yeah. So if I
mm.
get excited, y'all ain't gonna hear me because I'm gonna sound like a howling dog or something. See, it's over. With. It's over. With. Ain't got no range.
Oh
No
my
range at all.
God. Uh-uh. Oh, okay, well, we looking crazy on here because Drina's not here, but she'll be here in a few. She running a little bit behind. She'll be here. Look at Drina.
Oh, shit.
See in the comments. Come on,
Is
Drina, hurry up, girl. Hey,
is her
Danica.
her internet not internet? No.
No, she had to go pick up her mom's medicine, so she'll be here in a minute.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Ain't
for
nothing
those of
wrong
you
with
who do
it.
not know who we are the Breaking Barriers podcast. We
You
are
got your
here on
drink?
Tuesday. Of course, I got my drink. I got my drink. Yes, I am ready for the festivities tonight. Um, we got some returning guests tonight. We got some stuff to talk about since we did not get to it last week. But before we get into that, let me go ahead and introduce ourselves for people who may be listening for the first time. Like I said, we are the Breaking Barriers podcast, and I will introduce my amazing co-host, Mr. Adrian Taylor, aka
Michael Myers, because I have no voice.
aka.
Mr. GC. You already know.
Oh Lord, you are crazy.
You already know. Today is the day. And then we got Miss Didi Liggett, aka
The core queen.
aka what it is.
My Eagles suck.
Yo, you might as well just go on and get into it.
It's,
We might as well
I'm
go on and
just,
start it off.
I'm just, I don't even. Well, I've been saying it almost the whole season. I've been saying this. I need to go take a visit up there. Like the offensive coordinator is absolute garbage. They finally decided to make a change in defensive coordinator, but like I was just so confused yesterday. So
I mean,
confused.
defensively, they weren't bad until the fourth quarter.
Right.
Where they just, I don't know, they just forgot how to play defense. They
Well,
played defense the
Bradbury's
first three,
trash.
fourth quarter, it was over with. Um, it I don't like to listen to people when they talk, but I gotta agree, man. It seemed like everybody just know what the Eagles doing on offense. Like they so
The thing,
telegraphed. You know what's coming.
because the
It's
offensive
it's
coordinator is like a high school coach.
it's so telegraphed. You know exactly what they about to do before they do it. And it's just like, yo, like y'all gotta spice it up a little bit. Y'all got too much talent on offense to be doing what you're doing. And so, and then even like Swift was having a solid game yesterday. It was like why y'all not going with him more? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I guess I get it. Greenwell, he's solid, but I mean, Gainwell, but
Okay, well,
yeah, but Swift was having a solid game, so I don't know why they didn't keep going with him. Um, so that was one, and then some of the routes that they have, you just like,
oh my
bro,
god,
really?
oh my
Like,
god, it's
you
so
like,
bad.
yeah, it's like they know what's coming. The defense just sitting on it, and they're gonna have to figure that out. And
Yeah, fire the
that's
offensive
that.
coordinator. He gotta go.
They not, but they're gonna be like they're gonna give him a shot because this is first year because they lost their offensive coordinator from last year. But at the same time, I say this right, the coach, right, the head coach, you was there last year. You know what worked last year, so
Exactly.
why you not helping him out? You know what I'm saying? and telling them like, yo, I get that you want to work on your plan, but we're gonna have to implement some of these things that made us great last year and took us to the Super Bowl. So
Because what's frustrating is that people who don't really know football, they're bashing Jalen Hurts, and I'm like, he's doing what they're calling up. Like he's running a place that they're calling. It's
right.
making him look really bad.
Very bad.
Oh
So
my god!
I mean, you got 3 more games to get it together. I mean, you're gonna make the playoffs, but you got 3 games to get back on track, or it's gonna be an early out. One and done this year.
We need to go home. Like, what's the point? It's a waste of time, and we gonna keep doing this.
Right. So you got to figure out something. Because otherwise, yeah, you're gonna be one and done.
Yeah.
Because this was the game that you thought that they was gonna figure it out and bounce back.
And we thought we did.
Right. It looked like it for a minute. Looked like it for a minute. Then you like, oh, okay. All right. And, oh man, ever since Debo said your boy was trash, damn,
trash. He's been trash.
It's just been bad for him since he said that. Like, because at first, like Debo, well, Debo, he do what he do, but you like, man, I'm exposed to dude and he trash, and he exposed him and he was trash. That's horrible. When Buddy said, I'm gonna expose you because you trash, and then Debo go off like he did, and you just ain't been the same since. I mean, not that he was this awesome player, right? But it's like
every game I'm screaming.
You got a backup on the other side. You got a backup on the other side, and they steady going at you, who's supposed to be a Pro Bowl type player.
It's trash. Oh, no. He's washed up. It's over with. He gotta go.
Yeah. You might be right. Might be right.
Because right now it look like the 49ers and the Ravens gonna be who is gonna be. Like they the best 2 teams right now in the NFL.
Everybody thought it was gonna be the Ravens, at the beginning of the year, Ravens and the Eagles this year. But yeah, they got 3 games to figure it out.
Child. And them 3 games too easy. So, like they probably will win them, but they sorry teams. So
right, you play the Giants twice and the Cardinals. That's not really. That's not no test.
Yeah, I mean, although we did have the hardest schedule in the entire NFL, but still, what's up, Mr. G? I don't know. So what do you think about this Jonathan Majors verdict? He was found guilty of assault, 2 counts of assault on his ex-girlfriend, which I believe they carry like misdemeanor. I don't know, misdemeanors, and he got dropped by Marvel.
And he did a good job with Marvel too. I really liked his character, and they was gonna really start to bring his character out too. So, I don't think he should have. I don't think. I thought he was gonna get off. There was nothing that showed me that said that. And then, because even the conversation, people was making big of the conversation. I was like, that's just the conversation that when you going through something with somebody, you might have, you know what I mean? He didn't call out a name or nothing. He just saying, look, I'm somebody. Like, I need you to act like somebody. Because you
got some goddamn sense.
Right. Like, and he just used an analogy to say it. Like, it wasn't a black or white thing. Like, I mean, I feel like he just picked out 2 great women, considered in society, and he used them as examples. But then on the flip side, man, hey, you got to know who you're talking to. Got to know who you dating. These people are, if something goes wrong, they looking to dead you. They looking to hurt you, hurt your career. You know what I'm saying? She got like who records a conversation anyways like that between you and your significant other? Like, don't nobody do that. So as men, you got to pay attention to who you date. She wasn't there for you, bro, at all. And now look at you. I hope he bounced back. He's a great actor. Everything that he's been in, I've liked. Even the series that he was in that I wished HBO would have brought back.
Lovecraft Country.
Yeah, I love that series.
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't really do too much sci-fi like that. And it was good. It was actually a good storyline, everything. I was hoping that they brought it back, but whatever they did. But yeah, he's good at what he does. And I thought he was gonna get off. It showed like I'm trying to get out of here, but you waited too late to get out of there. So hopefully he's able to learn and bounce back from it. But the whole Disney thing looked like that's over with though.
That is like this literally all happened like at the pinnacle of his career. And that is so unfortunate. It's like, and I'm like, I don't know. It was just like watching the video and it just didn't seem like what are you talking about? Like, this is weird to me how, well, I guess when they have an ulterior motive and they want to make an example of somebody, like Mr. G said, they're going to make an example out of them. So
that's what I feel like they did.
Yeah, because it's like what happened in comparison to other things that have happened in the industry that we've seen. It's like there's no way that this guy is getting dragged like this. But
for nothing.
Yeah, listen.
Yeah. And then, like you said, the whole fractured finger, she using the finger, everything perfectly fine. So you like, okay, that was a lot. So Didi, I don't know. I don't know, Didi.
Listen, he's sick. Daniel, I don't feel good. I don't like to play. Well, shit, yes, I do. Listen, y'all better leave them motherfuckers alone. I'm just saying, because if I was in that car and he was texting another bitch, we would have talked a little bit and went on about our way. I ain't about to call the cops or nothing like that and press no charge. Like, we about to just tussle a little bit and go about our way. I'm trying to get the phone, see what's going on. What's in the phone? But that's as far as it's gonna go. Like,
right.
I thought that's so minor to me.
Like you said, if he really put his hands on her, that's one thing, right? But just like even a little push and a shove and a little tussle, like that's another thing we have to realize. Like, because some people will call the cops on you just for a little tussle, and you didn't really like swing on them or slap them, or it might have been a push, like get off me, calling the cops. So once again, you gotta know who you're dealing with, man. And I'm not,
but she was
saying any type of violence is okay. But like, let's be clear. Why would you call the cops for a little tussle?
That you were swinging too, like you was tussling with him too. It's not like he was in the car beating you up.
All right.
Like
that's what I'm saying.
It's crazy.
I digress, because people are like, oh, I'm not saying like domestic violence is okay. I'm saying like cops call, career ending, whatever you do.
Jay, I'm not talking about
government, right? You lose your security clearance. Now you're struggling. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I'm not talking about putting my hands on anybody. If you're in a car and y'all having a argument back and forth and you're tussling with a phone, to me that sounds like a normal.
That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about fighting. So you tussling over the phone, which typically leads to like both of y'all trying to block, push, grab. Y'all ain't swinging on each other. No, but some people call the cops on you.
Who texting you and we tussling with a phone? That is nothing. Right. He trying to run from her. It was that bad that you see him? Okay. Yeah, he trying to put her back in the car so he can get away from her. Like, I don't know. I'm just like, that is it's unfortunate.
I feel like Disney needed a splash because they losing anyways. I don't know. They got some kind of getting a little agenda over there at Disney with the Marvel movies too. So they kind of taking an L, and that could be a way for them to kind of dissolve it and move on from it. You never know. They're going in a different direction.
And I think with this case in particular, they're gonna take a hit anyway because it's so split with this case that certain people are going to boycott some stuff just because they don't agree with the case.
Right. I think so too.
Yeah. They're going to take a hit on this one. Mr. J, whatever. Real quick honorable mention on the trending topics. Did you watch the Scarface Tiny Desk performance?
I haven't watched it yet. I haven't had a chance to. I heard how great it is, but I haven't watched it.
Listen, that dude is just he's.
I've seen some clips. I've seen some clips, but I haven't watched it. Yeah, which I am. Which I probably do it tomorrow.
It wasn't long enough. I was like, that's it.
How long is it?
To me, it felt like it was 5 minutes long, but it probably was like maybe 15, 20 minutes. I don't know. It wasn't long.
Well, you know, Scarface is my top 5. So,
man, listen, that man, I didn't know he was that musically. Like, I didn't know he was that musically inclined. Like, he up there playing the guitar. Like, man, that guy is good.
Man, hey, some of these guys will surprise you, man. They be on it. They in it for real. But yeah, Scarface is he's always been in my top 5. So, he's one of the best to me out the South. I feel like he kind of highly slept on. I'll be honest, like my 2 sleepers that pound for pound is Scarface and Q. I feel like them 2 just don't get, they just do, of how lyrically talented they are.
Man, the storytelling ability.
Because they wrote a lot for a lot of people. They did music for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It'll definitely be good to your soul. I promise you. The world needed that. The world needed it. It was just amazing. It was amazing. I was like, yeah, that was perfect. So Drina is not here yet, but our guests are here.
Okay.
Get this party started. Let me get because we had a lot of topics that we left on the table last week. So we need to get back into it. Child, I got my fan. I'm ready. I don't know if you want to if we need to do another intro since they were here last week. But I want to get into this thing here. Okay, we're gonna get into our main topics. Do you want to intro them again, or because I don't have
bring them boys on in?
All right. Well, for the folks who are listening to the audio in the morning, if you didn't hear the intros from last week, go back to the first part 1 of this last week's episode. Listen in and then listen to this episode so you get caught up on what was happening last week, so we can go ahead and jump into our topic. I'm gonna bring on well, here goes Drina. Hold on, Drina's here. Let me get her on first, and I'm gonna bring on hey Drina.
Hey y'all.
AKA truly humble under God.
Right.
Oh, y'all actually be putting on names. I'm gonna have to start utilizing that too.
Listen, we are ready to bring on our guests so we can get this party started. Okay, we're gonna bring on Aramis first because I like his name. Hey guys,
can you hear me this time?
Oh, look at them! They skills this time. They come in talking. We can hear it. You feel it?
Hey, I made sure that my mic was mic'd up right. So.
Ready this
or
time.
I didn't go to the wrong stream because like, hey, they invited me.
That was my fault.
That's okay. It happens. I hope everybody's week has been good.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been good. Yep. I don't know where Cal is. He was here. He done bailed on us.
Drina, you sipping on something?
Oh yeah, water.
It's the life energy, man. I'm not drinking for a year, so all I've been drinking is mostly water.
Okay.
Oh, you quit drinking?
I stopped drinking. The last drink I had was September 9th around 3:50 in the afternoon in Cancun, Mexico, and I haven't had a drink since I touched down in the U.S. since then. So I'm not having a drink I think the next time is when I go on vacation, but I'm trying to really not do it for the year, see how the physical impact is on my body. So
Okay.
far, I kind of like it because a couple of my friends actually said I look like I lost weight. So, and I'm down to 205 from 225.
Okay.
Okay.
Now that's no beer or wine either, right? You know,
No
some people
beer, no
consider
wine.
them
Yeah,
different.
and yeah, I'm not drinking any type of liquor, and you know, I mean, there's other things I enjoy, but no liquor until maybe I get back to DR in late June. I'll have a drink, and then if I go back to NOLA, I'm definitely gonna have a drink in the Red Dress Run. So because I love that place.
Okay.
Okay.
Cal, where are you? Can you hear us? I don't know. We're about to leave Cal out of the conversation. What is he doing? You got that 6-year-old over there?
What's the name?
Uh-oh.
What in the world, Cal? You killing us. Yep, it does turn into sugar, and I'm gonna drink it today.
You know what I'm saying?
What y'all sipping on, Diddy and
Everything in
Adrian?
moderation. You feel me?
I'm drinking Tito's and strawberry lemonade.
That's not a bad mix, actually. You should try Patron with a Snapple.
Ugh. I don't know about the
What
Patron.
flavor
Or,
snap?
or some Crown Royal and a Snapple. You think
Definitely doing Crown
bad,
Royal.
but it's actually good. You could mix it and
What
it
flavor
doesn't.
snap?
It doesn't taste that bad.
What flavor
Cal, you
snap?
right? Cal, he was just in the camera. What?
Raspberry iced tea or peach iced tea if you want to do that.
Okay.
If you got flavored vodka, also Snapple fruit punch works a lot with everything else too. I mean, you can mix vodka with anything. Don't ask how I know all these things. Don't ask how I know all these things. I just know them.
I'm a
Talking
tequila.
about
I typically drink tequila.
New Orleans, there was a daiquiri shop. They had a
Which one?
I don't remember. It was on Facebook. It was just somebody shared it, but they had a Crown sour apple daiquiri.
Look, you could take your pick. Daiquiri shops are all over the place in New Orleans, and they all taste good. You could go get yourself a gallon from Melba's in the middle of the night, and you set.
Yeah.
Every time I go to Orleans, I get my gallon. If I'm driving, I get my gallon daiquiri to come back with my praline candy.
I love that place. I lived there for 4 years, and I left the woman. I left
Sound
my
like you're
girlfriend.
reminiscing right now.
I love that place. All I gotta say.
Cal,
I'm a tequila drinker, so
Tequila's great, man.
for the most part.
Tequila's not a wise
Yeah, I
choice,
love
but it
tequila.
makes up for some great stories. I'll tell you that right now. I told that to my young nephew.
I love tequila, especially Kevin Hart's tequila. Grand Cormino, it's amazing.
The best tequilas you'll
haven't
find
had
are in
it.
Cancun, though. They're smooth. They cost money, but they're smooth, and they don't burn or anything, and they get you going. Whenever I go down to Cancun, I try to bring me back a bottle.
We about to leave Cal out of
Check
it
that
because this
out
is ridiculous.
I
We're
do.
gonna start with our first
So
topic.
like, let's get it, baby.
Did we already do this one? I don't know. I'm gonna just say it because I don't know if we talked about it last week or not.
Okay.
All right. So if you did not or don't want children with a woman, at what point do you discuss this topic in your relationship?
In the current relationship I'm in, I said it right off the bat. I don't want to live with you. I don't want children, and I don't want to get married. If I do live with you, that means I'm going to marry you. That means there's a possibility for children, but we're not doing that until we sign a prenuptial agreement. That eliminates 90% of the women that I've been with. There were some old school brothers who literally taught me this in the beginning when I was in my 20s. They're like, just be honest, be straight up. And they broke it down for me in many ways. They're like, if you're just honest and straight up, you don't gotta hide lies, you reduce your stress. And as a man, as a young man, I had my son at 20 years old. I'm all about reducing my stress. So in essence, you know, that's how I didn't have another baby mother after my daughter. You know, I have 2 baby mamas. I ain't gonna, you know, I'm not gonna make myself, but after that, no more kids. And I was just straight up. Even when I was dating in my 20s, because there was a period of 4 years that I'm not gonna lie, I was getting around, right? But I tell them, you're not the only one I'm dating. If you got a problem with that, that's fine. There's another choice, and I'm not that choice. And you have to be okay with that. You know, they're gonna walk. They're gonna walk there. I just tell them straight up, I'm not having kids with you. And at this point, at 45 years old, it's not that I don't want more kids. I love being a dad, and I like having children. They cost too much money. It's too much time, and I want to live my life. I had my kid at 20 years old. You know, I didn't have the opportunities like some people. They got married. Nah, it was very rough for me. You know, at 20. You know, having a kid, but now my son's 25. He's doing well. My daughter's 20, doing her thing. And, you know, no more kids for me, though. Grandkids, sure, but not anytime soon.
Hopefully, you know.
Yeah, I agree with that because, listen, my uterus is off limits, okay? I'm not having no damn baby.
You know,
Skeeting and beating, baby. Skeeting and beating.
You know,
Skeeting and beating.
The toll that pregnancy takes on women, you know, people don't like. I tell, like, I had a younger brother, and he's like, you know, my girl is going, and he's married to her, and me and my other brother were telling him, like, you think your woman's gonna stay the figure that she is if she has a child? A child wreaks havoc on a woman's body. Sometimes they never get back. Sometimes the boobs get bigger. Sometimes, you know, the hips get better. Sometimes it works out, and for some women, they never get it back, right? And I think, you know, there's you have to take that into account too, because, you know, a lot of women, they go through that postpartum depression. You know, nobody talks about that. And it's very hard for them. They don't know what the hell's going on. They don't know why they got these feelings this way. Their body's jacked up. You know, they may not, you know, you got to take these into the things. I think having a child should be really discussed, looked at. You should get as much experience from people who have done it before you. And that way you're somewhat prepared, because no matter what, you're never prepared when you have kids. I don't care what anybody says.
Sure ain't. Yeah, I think a lot of times what's happening right now is kind of like the norm where people are just literally fucking their way into shit.
Oh no, absolutely.
Just
Look.
You said they sucking their way into stuff.
Fucking.
Yeah.
Well, fucking might start it out.
Right. Both of them.
It just happened. I tripped and fell. Yeah, no. You know what? I learned with my son when he was 3, and he kept begging me. He's like, Dad, when are you and Mom going to get back together again? It very much bothered me because I didn't want him to be like that. And then, of course, the things that happened with my daughter were really, really jacked up. I said I didn't want to bring any more kids into this world until I was married with the woman. Well, when I got past 30, I got past 33. No, actually, it was it was 30. Yeah, it was 33. I said, I ain't having no more kids. I ain't having no more kids, because my son at the time was 13. And I was like, I'm not having any more kids. And I didn't know about my daughter until, years later, a couple years later, she was 14. I don't want to have any more kids. And because it's like, at that time, it was just, if anybody's ever played the video game Ghouls and Ghosts, you'll know that you get to the last boss, you beat the boss, and then he goes, no, you didn't beat me. Sends you all the way back to the first board, and everything gets harder. And I think there are different times in our lives as we grow up, that we should have children at certain times. So the upside when you're having a child when you're young is that you have the energy for that child, but you don't have the wisdom, you don't have the patience. right?
All the money.
Then you get to your 30s and you don't have the resources. Then when you get to your 30s, if you busted your butt, you might have some resources. You have some patience. You know, you have some wisdom. But your energy's kind of tapering off, right? And you still need that energy. I've had women turn around and say, oh, yeah, I can still have a kid at 38. And I'm like, yeah, do the math, man. You're going to be chasing around a 20-year-old when you're 60? Like, be for real here. Like, I'm not trying to, shame any woman who wants to have a child that late in the game. But, like, again, I'll say it to any future parent right now, if you think when your children become an adult that your job is over, nah, it's just getting started. In fact, it's going to even get worse. Your worry gets worse because at least when they're a kid, they're a teenager, they're in your house, they got to do, as you say, now they're out there. And you got to hope that you caught them to have some sense to not make the same mistakes you did, you know? And it goes back to our parents because I believe like, I believe the generations have got it screwed up. And some people like, I'm gonna be more of a friend to my kid. No, you can't be a friend to your kid all the time. You can be a confidant, but you gotta give them that wisdom and like people. I don't think there's enough discussions either in the past, with some of us, with our own parents, and the later parents on how to be a better parent. It's all trial by error. I don't think that's right for the development of a child. Or even yourself as a development as a person. My son, I say it all the time, my son saved my life. He saved my life. Before him, I was getting into fights, getting drunk, sleeping with, whoever. And then he came into my life and then I got to do better. I got to be a better man. And at 20 years old, when I look back at it, I was an adult, but I was still a baby.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yep. Adrian, was that a conversation you and your wife had like right off the bat when y'all was dating about having kids?
Yeah. We definitely did. We talked about really how many we wanted. We agreed on 2. That's what we agreed upon, but I guess I got okie doke out of a third one. But it is what it is. You feel me? But yeah, we had a conversation about it because my whole thing was like I wanted 2 children, and that was cool for me. I'm like, if we had 2 boys, would that be okay for you? Because if we had 2 girls, that would be okay with me. I'm not chasing a gender, so 2 girls I would be okay with. No issues for me. Would you be okay with 2 boys? Well, I don't know. Clearly, we had a third, so I don't know if she was okay with 2 boys because we had 2 boys. So, and then we got a girl on the third one. So, yeah. Man, it's getting warm up in here. I need to put this down.
Yeah, they're sweating. That little baby girl got you sweating.
Got some Christmas cheer in that cup.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Let's see. What's the next question? So since now we know that we need to have conversations, but we didn't. So did you take precautions to make sure those things? Well, you already talked about this because you said that you had the conversation and you made sure you're making sure like it ain't happening.
Nope. I think it's the total ownership on a man. It should be ownership on each other as a couple and individually. Like, so my son, he just got into his first relationship. He's 25 years old. He's very, very selective. And I like that. And we've had talks. He understands that I don't want him to create a broken home like I did for him. And he's very strict. Like there's a couple times his girlfriend took a while before getting on birth control. And I even told him, and he goes, I already know, Dad, don't even trust that. It's either on the back, in the mouth, in the wherever we doing something. He knows the deal. Okay. And the thing about it is that I told him as a man, you have to be responsible ultimately. Like I told them, what I'm trying to avoid for you is to be in a similar situation where I was in that hotel room, really just crying because I hurt my children.
Mm.
All right. They didn't ask to come into this world. Okay. And that's what people don't really realize, that your children didn't ask to come into this world. So now they came into this world because you wanted to be irresponsible, either the man, the woman, or both. Right. So I couldn't do it. Literally, I couldn't look at I didn't want to hurt no more children, you know. And so I made sure we had that discussion in the beginning. Like now, when I was younger, right, when I was in my 20s, going up to my 30s, I was open to having more children. One more, that was it. But then after I think I can call her my 8th ex-girlfriend, I said, nah, I was 30. Like I said, I was 32, 33. I said, I ain't doing this. No. We, none for me, you know, and some women got it. Some women didn't. I didn't care. That was my choice. You don't like it, find a man that will give you children. You know, you want 3, you want 4, that's fine. That's your pace. Not mine. The kids cost money. I don't care what anybody says. Okay. They cost money. Sometimes I had a friend of mine. I have a friend of ex-friend. He had 2 children at the time. Somehow his woman got him to get a 3rd. Suddenly, like a couple years later, he adopted another child. I just said, all right, that's you, cool. I'm thinking, like, why would you do that? You're the one man carrying the entire salary. Is there no sense you have to, you know, obviously you were talked into this situation, you did it, but like there's got to be some sense. You know, let's look at if making sense doesn't make sense to you, how about if I put these financial numbers in front of you? You want to go on vacation. Oh, well, guess what? We had this other kid. We ain't going on vacation. We got to get the sitter or whatever. Like, I don't think there's another conversation that other people have, and I say this all the time because I've watched a lot of divorced couples. One of the secret killers actually of a relationship isn't just finances, isn't cheating or anything like that. It's the children, but nobody talks about it because the children take up so much time and attention that sometimes couples forget why they got married and fell in love with each other, and they grow apart. Notice that there are some couples that divorce after the kids have moved out.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't want to talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I agree. So, you know, we have a lot of conversations about the precautions that people should take.
Condoms.
Right.
Condoms is the first. Birth control. Have it
all of these things. And then, like, we keep having this, I guess, what came first, the chicken or the egg conversations. Well, women shouldn't open their legs. Well, men shouldn't just take everything that opens their legs. Like, we keep having these circular conversations about who's responsible for this baby now. Like,
end of the story,
I didn't want the baby.
Everybody's responsible. Everybody.
Right.
It took 2 to tango. I don't want to hear it, man. I don't want to hear the woman, oh, he ain't shit. Excuse my language. You knew he wasn't shit.
Right.
But
so
you
I just
still
had this
got one.
conversation
That was the bad boy.
with,
I don't want to hear the guy, oh, you know, like she just a bad baby mama or whatever. You knew she had 2 other kids from 2 other dudes. Why are you even messing with them? Everybody talks about, everybody want to point fingers, but look in the mirror.
I just had a conversation with him a few minutes ago, and he posted something about baby mom, something about baby mom. And I was like, but like, so when do you stop making baby moms? Like when do you stop doing that? Why are we still having conversations over and over and over again about baby moms? Like, why was she good enough for you to continue to do things that make her baby mom? Like,
some people, look, there are men out there. My father's one of them. Okay, I got 12 siblings that I know of. 12 that I know of. Okay, my father one time was married, had his side woman up in an apartment. He had it like that. He put her up in an apartment. Okay, there's dudes. Look, I don't care what any dude says, man. We kind of get off at having women love us, right? look, if you want those problems, fine. Me, I'm a guy. I don't like problems, right? But there's dudes. Yeah, it's my third baby mama. Okay, you spreading your legacy like that, but look, now think of it. You got this street cred. You got like 3 baby mamas, but you haven't done anything to put something in place to get your kids out of the ghetto.
You guys like that, I think there's some. It's deeper than just.
Oh no, it's a thing. Again, that goes back to not having a proper man in the house,
Of course.
guiding and rearing that father. Because look, I could have turned out like my father. Literally could have turned out like.
But I think there's also something deeper than that too, because there are plenty of men who don't have proper men in the house that don't do that as well. I think when men are overly sexualized, there are a lot of deeper issues than that. And it stems from molestation, rape, a lot of other things that goes deeper than that.
Yeah,
too.
no.
So
I don't disagree with you on that one.
Yeah, it's just
that.
some things people just won't get healed. They won't get help with. They just continue to just perpetuate that.
We're all messed up, but we're all messed up at one point. Look, I wear this shirt. Normal people, look, if you look at it, normal people scare me, okay? Because there ain't no normal people. Everybody, oh, I'm normal. No, you're not. Everybody got a little bit of crazy in them. Okay. But I think there's not enough self-awareness in terms of us being accountable. Like, all right, me personally, I had a problem. 2019, I had to cut my mother off. I had to cut my 2 brothers off. They were toxic. They were ruining. They were destroying what me and my other brother were trying to do, is, not continue the cycle of toxic behavior. And it took me a while, but my son, my girlfriend convinced me to go see therapists. Now there's some type of stigma. Oh, I don't want to be crazy, blah, blah, blah. No, we all crazy, because I had to realize, like, I wasn't taught how to properly or healthy love somebody or earn love. There's not enough accountability. We think we're fine, but we're not. There's things we know. There's things we know we don't know. Then there's what you don't know, what you don't know. And a lot of us don't know what we don't know, because we don't bother to look inside to see what's right, to see what's wrong, and to fix it.
Adrian, what in the world?
Kids. That's kids. Look at that, kids.
Hey, Adrian. Oh, he moved. Hi.
So it's always crazy to me, because I had a conversation with a guy. He's a little bit younger than me. He has multiple children by the same woman, but he's like Adrian. He only wanted 2. He just found out he's pregnant again. This is their 5th child. But it's a lot of stress. But not only that, it's like he's still in the streets. Like, that's his line of work. She don't work. So, like, even if you want to get out of that game, like, what? You got 5 kids and somebody else is not working. So,
she could have got fixed, though. She could have got her tube tied after the second child. That's a choice.
She should have did something, but the thing is, like,
but did she want kids? Did she want all the kids?
She does, but I'm like, that's real selfish of her, because
that's stupid of him.
This man is stressed. He's stressing, because I just so happened to bump into him and was like, oh, what's up, whatever. Maybe he poured everything out, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry you're going through that. Like, okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but you should have retorted the question. Okay, so what are you doing about it to control that situation? If someone wants, it goes back to accountability.
That's what I'm saying. It's like people don't fathom, like, oh, there's for women, there's like, oh, she needs to be on birth control, or oh, this. But I think in men's minds, like, okay, either I'm in a relationship with this woman, I'm not gonna wear a condom, and then, like, oh, well, not pulling out feels too good. It's like, what is not connecting? What is not connecting for you?
Like, why not?
Yeah, you should have got clipped.
If you don't want any more kids, why would you why not do something about it? Because obviously she wanted more kids.
Yeah.
Right.
That's ridiculous.
People are being irresponsible. That's the thing. There's no ownership. Look, my brother, he's happily married, has 2 kids. You know what he did? He got clipped.
Yeah.
He got clipped. And you know why he got clipped? Because his wife is hitting 40. And he basically said that birth control is having an adverse effect on her body after a while. I need to do something about it. Like, come on.
Woo. Lord, ain't no way.
It goes back to responsibility, accountability, and ownership. You know, like
Yeah.
you can't be one. I don't think, especially in this time now, with the economy the way it is and inflation, you shouldn't be having more than and you know, you do what you want. You shouldn't have more than 2 kids. You shouldn't have 2 more than one. Your attention is divided. Every child wants attention. They need attention. They need wisdom. They need proper child rearing. And, you know, you got to give these children equal attention and then different types of attention because they're different individuals.
Yeah.
Throw in another personality. Throw in this. My mama had 4 of us with the same dad. Okay.
What? Daniel?
But, okay. And so, you know, you have to take accountability because my mom was working. Okay. She's a single mother. My dad didn't really do anything. He didn't do jack crap, but ruin our lives. And again, she's irresponsible too, right? Because she had the other 2 as my dad was married to the other woman. She became the side woman. She was the wife, then she became the side woman because she wanted to be petty, right? All right. So that impacted me and my other brother because we had to watch these other 2 young guys, right? And the attention wasn't there, and the proper, you know, the healthy child rearing wasn't there. People have to look at the finances, look at the psychology, look at the emotional stability. You know, I believe they should only have 2 kids. Now, I'm not China, but if you got the money and you got the resources and the time, then yeah, have more kids. But right now, like, yo, think just raising the kid, then you got to get them to college if they get into college. Like, you know, I think our parents, and that's I'm just saying in general, most of our parents were like, all right, y'all 18, y'all will figure it out. I'm here if you let me. I'm done. I did my job. That's not the way you should do it, man. Because it's not the way to do it. Because again, we our children are either gifts or curses to the world. You know what I'm saying? I want my kid to be a gift. We got too many curses on the world.
Yeah.
People who are walking around that are curses don't even know they're curses. They're called narcissists.
Yeah. So you mentioned earlier that like you are very intentional about what you want in a relationship, like if you are going to make that person your life partner, be married, prenup, all that stuff, like they know this up front.
Mm-hmm.
So what qualities must a woman possess in order to become your wife?
Oh, you know what? I can answer that right now because of the current person I'm with. Back in the day, I would literally people would turn around and say, oh, you know, you going to marry this girl? And I said, did you get the memo? Aramis Pacino don't marry nobody. Oh. I didn't care if it was right in front of her, because if she didn't deem herself worthy enough, like you and as your girlfriend, right? You're right now, you're the regular season. That's what I want to equate that to, like sports. You're in the regular season. Okay. You got to rack up enough wins to get into the playoff, which means you become my fiance. Okay. Now you've handled the playoffs. We got to the big dance. Then you get married. Right. And so what do I need? I need a partner. I need someone. Let me give you this example. In the past, my ex-girlfriends would come and say, hey, we've got a problem. What are you going to do about it? Okay, I start coming up with solutions that require them to also contribute to. No, I don't like that. Okay, so it seems you don't want this problem we have. You don't really want to do any work involved in it, but you want me to solve it. However, for that, I'll be alone. Anything I can do alone, what do I need you for?
Oh, damn.
It goes back to what I said to one woman while we were dating. You look like you don't care. I don't. If all you're offering me is your body, I can buy it. I can buy that. I can outsource that. So here's the thing, right? I want a partner. Okay, what does that mean? When we got a problem, my current partner, my current girl, she like, we got a problem. Let's work on the solution together.
Right.
Okay, that's great. We got an issue. We got disagreement. Okay, no problem. I may not like your stance, but I'm understanding your point of view. You're understanding my point of view. But I think the biggest thing, whether it's a guy, whether it's a woman, if you put forth healthy boundaries, right? See, I know this. Sometimes dudes do this. Okay, sometimes, but a lot of women like to do this too. And if the female audience gets mad at me, so be it, right? We tell you not to. These are our boundaries. Don't push them. Don't cross them. Now let me see how far I can push it. You're disrespecting that individual. That's a lack of respect. Okay, you don't want that guy to go out and have female friends or
Right.
flirtatious, but you out here having emotional relationships with people. And don't tell me what you doing here with Tyrone. Oh, that's different. No, it's not.
Right.
No, it's not.
Right.
So I want somebody to respect my boundaries. I want someone I could communicate with. I want somebody, again, goes back. I don't give a crap about the good times. How is it in crunch time? Fourth quarter, we down by 10. We need to get these points. We need to trust each other in the trenches. Can I depend on you? Because you could depend on me.
That's it.
If I'm in this battle alone, why do I need you? It's a lot of women talk about that we've made them very masculine because, we got a lot of guys out here, they're not taking control. I got to be by myself. Okay, respect. There's a lot of women out there who got to take on that masculine role because they don't have the dude there or whatever. They're attracting the weak dude. But okay, what about when I need you to be a feminine? When I need you to when I've gone through hell. I come from a hard day's work, and instead of giving me crap, you give me comfort because that's what I need. I'm not asking you for a hot meal. I'm not even asking you for sex. I'm asking that when I walk through that door, it's like, come on, man. I just walked through the door.
Right.
Like, can I get a, or the worst, they ask you about your day. They don't even give you an opportunity to talk about your day. It comes right back to them. So communication, partnership, comfort, be a compliment to my life, not a complication to my life. For a woman, it's real simple, right? Don't make my life hard. Make my dick hard, but don't make my life hard.
I agree.
And for a guy, don't complicate her life. Compliment her life. The woman literally wants a dude that she can basically brag to her friends about. Look at my man. Look, he worked hard. He
Is that true?
Looks nice.
Ladies, is that true? Is that true, ladies?
I don't brag to my friends. The old people said don't brag about your man because somebody gonna want to take your man.
But you're right. You're right. I always tell women don't brag. But come on, y'all want to brag. Women are more competitive than men. Okay,
Right.
a dude could walk in to the same room. We got the same outfit. We look at each other up and down. We're like, yo, good taste. A woman comes in the same room with another woman, share the outfit. She look fat in that shit. I love her better. Like, come on. Y'all are more competitive than we are. Chris Rock said it. A good dude will see his best friend with a good woman. Oh, man, I got to have that woman. I got to have a woman like that. I got to get a girl good like that. A woman will see her best friend with a good man. She like, I need him.
No.
I think
You
it
said
goes
no?
against women.
No.
You don't think so?
Not, I
No,
mean,
I
I
think
don't
if
ever
somebody's a
put
real
myself
friend-
in the same boat with.
Women got more in my opinion, women got more frenemies than friends.
Yeah,
Right.
but your real friends are gonna be happy for you. Like
You are right.
have people that are genuinely happy for you. But like, yeah, you might have a friend of me.
No.
But
Yeah, but that's the problem. That's the problem. How many true friends do you really have?
I don't know how many true friends do you need.
But
Like
but
I have,
no, it's a rhetorical question. What I'm saying is, how many people do you really have that you can call truly your friend? Like you said, that's gonna jump down in the trenches with you
I
and
feel
be
like
genuine.
I feel like I have quite a few, but that's just me. But everybody's not like that.
I got a couple
Definitively,
Yeah.
if you
that
got
I've, that I've been through things with. I know for sure.
okay,
Yeah.
see, that's what I'm saying. He's saying it for sure.
Yeah, that I've
Right
tested.
now, I could tell you I got 3, not counting my brother. You know, but what I look for in a relationship, communication. Let's complement each other. We're a team.
Right.
Okay. A relationship is like a loving relationship, a business relationship, or a friendship requires communication, trust, rapport, and being able to be teammates
Right.
in some type of whatever activity or whatever you're aiming for. And a lot of people are too many. They're too individual. They're too much of individuals. We're too much of the Olympic team before the redeem team. We've got a lot of superstars out here, but we don't play well together.
Right. You got so you have to go through the process of finding out who your partner is, because if you guys never go through anything hard, I don't think that's a genuine relationship. You know why? It hasn't been tested.
Yeah,
You haven't tested their loyalty to you and said, okay, if something happened right now and I had to take on the world, I go back to my partner and say, you know what? We're about to conquer the world. Her reply back to me is, baby, how we going to do this? Because we down. You know, you my motherfucker. I got you no matter what. So through the good times and the bad.
So, Cal, what qualities must a woman possess to become your wife?
First of all, you got to be loyal. I need loyalty more than I need anything. But I require that not only from my mate, the person that I'm sleeping with, the woman whose legs I'm laying between, but also the people I surround myself with. So my friends, even pets, you got to be loyal. If not, I can't do anything with you. So you're not really going to be on my inner circle. You're just going to be somebody that's there. You may be an associate, but you're not really my friend. But to be my mate, I got to have that loyalty. You got to be feminine. You got to be able to bring me comfort after I face the world, that day or whatever need to be. Because once we close that door and I get inside the house, that's us. That's how we reassure each other and we layer each other for what's coming next. But like he said, if I step inside my house, that's my castle. That's my area. That's my small part of territory in the world. So I'm supposed to have peace where I lay my head. And if I can't have that, it's just not a good situation. So for us men, we don't require a lot. Make sure you give me good loving. Give me good food. I don't need a slave. When we say we need somebody who's feminine, we don't want slaves. We already been through that as people of color. So I'm not pushing that on anybody else.
I want to add, we also need top of the line, above anything, is respect.
Oh yeah.
You respect us, we'll respect you. I look, I dislike a man who, look, I understand it's hard to be faithful because of your physical biology, but man, don't disrespect your woman. Okay, don't disrespect your woman. You got a good woman out there who respects you, who's feminine, like Cal says, who does for you, who's a partner. Then don't put your ass in situations that you're going to disrespect her.
Exactly.
Don't cheat on her. Don't make her look like a fool in front of anybody. This is your queen, not a prince. Yeah, I'll put it this way. I'll give you something. A lot of people out here think they're kings and queens when they're really just princes and princesses.
Man, fuck that, man. They peasants.
No.
A lot of them fucking peasants, man. You know what I'm saying?
You
A
have
lot
a
of
point there, but there's
Okay.
a lot who
Bruh.
think they're queens and kings when they're really princes and princesses. And the
I'm gonna let you
difference
finish.
between that is that princes and princesses bask in royalty, want to be catered to, but don't make hard decisions that kings and queens have to do to run the country. Okay? And like you said, there are peasants.
man. They,
Some of them,
some
well,
of
we
them,
already know.
bro. Yeah, real talk. A lot of them are not kings and queens. They're not princes. You know what I'm saying? Princes, or whatever. They peasants and court gestures. You know what I'm saying? They jokes. They clowns. A lot of these brothers running around here talking about they kings, but they living with the mother.
You
You know what I'm saying? They talking about their kings, but they ain't taking care of their children. They talking about their kings, but they driving their girl car, spending their girl food stamps. And the problem was we so quick to call these women peace, you know, wake up every morning, peace queen, how you doing, beautiful? You know, like fuck all that, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these motherfuckers ain't kings and queens because they ain't doing king and queen shit. You know, when you start doing king and queen shit, then I can respect you as a king or queen. Do you own your own house? You know, what's your 401k or retirement plan? You know, are you taking care of your kids? Is your bills paid? Or you just
Don't forget the
smoking
credit
out?
score. Don't
What's
forget the
that?
credit score.
Got to have a good credit score. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, so a lot of people, they say they kings and queens, and we so quick to want to greet everybody as kings and queens when, you know, they just fucking court jesters, man. They're a fucking joke. And that's real shit, man. And it goes
You
on
are
both
right about
sides.
that.
That goes on both sides. You know what I'm saying? These brothers, it's not all about the women. That's a whole nother story. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of these brothers want shit to be given to them. Don't nobody care about us, man.
Right.
Don't nobody care about us. You gonna say, but they're not kings and queens. They're not even princes and princes and princes. I can't even say it, man. You know what I'm saying? You got yeah, man, I'm from North Carolina. I got country grammar, man. So
No, it's okay, brother. It's
Yeah,
all
bro.
right, man.
Mr. G, what is a real woman?
that's a good
That's
question.
a good question, G. Type it out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? A real woman.
What's
I
that?
mean, so okay. Okay, it's a question. All right, I'm trying to play catch. I apologize for being late, man. I had some issues that took place and everything, so I apologize y'all for being late. I'm gonna go
You
back
fine,
and
but
catch
what's
up.
your name? What's your name?
Yo, I'm Bobby. You know what I'm saying?
Bobby.
Beach Bum Bobby, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Welcome to the Breaking Barriers podcast.
Yo, peace and power.
So
So,
look,
what
let me ask
qualities?
you-
Oops,
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry.
go ahead, Dee.
So, what qualities must a woman possess for you to become your wife?
You talking about me?
Yes.
Okay, so that's a trick question, I'm assuming, because no woman possesses the qualities to be. Wait, when you say wife, what is your definition of wife? I apologize. What's your
What's your
definition of a wife?
definition of wife? Whatever you consider a wife for
Okay,
you.
okay. So we're not talking about going to the courthouse and asking the white man, "Hey, master, can I have me as a wife?"
No, because
Okay,
I don't even believe in that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So you got to have the 3 F's. You know what I'm saying? You got to be fine, feminine, and fit. You know what I'm saying? That's the 3 F's. You got to have some motivation. You got to motivate me. I don't expect a woman to, you know, be my piece or nothing like that because I'm my own piece. I'm Beach Bum Bobby, baby. And so I produce my own piece. But the thing is, you can add to it. You know, just can't take away from it.
Right.
You have to respect me. You have to be loyal. But you got to, at the same time, you got to let me be me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm always going to be me. To become my wife, you got to have something going for yourself. You know, you can't be expecting, I can't be your retirement plan. You know what I'm saying? I can't be your retirement plan. You have to have your own retirement plan. If we go out and the bill come up to $300 after we finish eating, I need you to be able to reach in your, man, you know what? I left my credit card. I need you to take care of that. Oh, don't worry about it, baby. I got it. That's the type of woman I need. If you can't do that, then we're not equally yoked, as they say in the good book or whatever. So I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not paying for everything. I'm not that dude. So you got to be able to meet me halfway. You making these facial expressions, these nonverbals. So I want you to talk to me. What are you saying quietly?
It was just a lot. That was a lot of requirements. Shit.
Okay, so you know what? It's funny. You say it's a lot, right? You say it's a lot, but it's very interesting because a lot of times when women say what men have to do, the list is so long. To be honest,
I don't know who these women you're talking about because you're definitely not talking about me.
I don't know you.
I know.
I don't know you.
But you were
Yeah,
talking
so
to me.
But you are a beautiful woman, though. I just
Well,
want to let you know that.
thank you. I
But
appreciate it.
the facial things, the contortions is hilarious, man. I'm like, man, she is talking to me with her face, man. But no, you
Because you started out from on one end of the spectrum and went all the way over, so I was just
Right.
trying to follow.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. But you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I think our standards should be just as high as women, because women have very high standards, you know, and they can choose whatever they want. So
I just think your standards should be your standards, and they shouldn't be compared to anything other than what you want.
and that's pretty much it, you know what I'm saying? But I gotta have that. And so if you can't give me those things, I'm not saying nothing wrong with you, but we're just not compatible. You know what I'm saying? If your credit score is, 400, unless you're trying to fix it, or unless you're actively fixing it, then that's cool. But if not,
I think those are perfectly fine standards. I think anything financial should always be equal.
Yeah, and
arguing.
And the last time y'all spoke and everything, last week y'all was talking. I don't know everybody's name, but the individual in the middle, the female in the middle, she had asked about when was it okay to start having sex unprotected, and nobody ever answered that question. I think it was a great question, sister. This is sponsored by PS Condoms. They're great condoms. They're vegan condoms. You should try them out. And so, I don't understand how these sisters be loving it raw. They love it raw. And
everybody loves it raw, man.
Ooh,
I don't
baby,
care.
I like
Everybody love it raw.
But what I'm saying, man, everybody like it raw. But the thing is, it's like I've had two individuals within the last few years that have came at me and got upset with me because I wouldn't fuck them raw. And I'm like, they wanted to give me the pussy. And I'm like, I'm down. But when I told them that I wasn't taking that chance with them like that, they backed out. And I'm like, damn, man, like I thought that was a respectful thing. I'm trying to respect them, but
you respected yourself. That was the problem. You put a boundary. You respected yourself.
Respect that.
You said two women in how long?
I said in the last few years. That was my response. In the last few years. And so, and it's really interesting because I didn't know that that's how it was. I've been out the game for a minute. And so after that shit, I'm like, man, I might want to stay out the game, man, for real. You got pretty eyes. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, her nonverbals is hilarious. And my man over here, what I'm saying, his facial expressions is killing me. Hey, yo, man, I'm that other nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it 100, but I love y'all, man. Talk to me.
So, yeah. So, going back to what you said, when you give your requirements for a woman, you have to be what you're seeking. If you are not what you're seeking, it's going to be extremely hard because when you reveal yourself to that person, they're going to look and say, you're not who you are. You can't provide what you say you can. You are not the person who I thought you were. So of course it's harder to get the person, well, in my opinion, it's harder to get the woman to align with you because they're going to look at the man and they're going to compare the man to the other people inside the dating pool. And they're going to choose the best person to align with. But that's only my opinion. So based off of what he said, I totally agree about his standards because my standards are pretty much the same thing too. But once again, I need to say this. I can provide everything that I'm seeking. Everything that I'm asking for from you, I can provide it as well. So once again, you can't make me happy. You can make me happier. And that's what I want. But if you come this way, if you come with me, we're going to have a great life. And the reason why we're going to have a great life is in my youth, I buckled down and got a little bit more serious because I knew that at the end of the road, I want to look out and say, I need the person that I need for me. I need the woman that I need for me. But if you come over here, I got it. I have great utility. I have house, car, great credit score, assets. Finances is in order. We're gonna have a good life.
So question to everybody. So you asked my standards, and I was so unprepared because like I didn't know what the topics were going to be. So I like just freestyle and just talk off the top of my head, and I might go back and think about it later and have a different answer. But that's pretty much my answer off the top of my head. So feedback on what I said from whoever. I don't care.
Your standards are your standards. I look at it like, how could I put it this way? Your standards are your standards, and there's nothing wrong with your standards. I would say your 3 F's are a little, in my opinion, they're a little shadow. Fine, fit, and what did you say?
Fine, feminine, and fit.
Okay, fine, feminine. Well, fine and fit kind of go in the same thing.
Not really. Not really.
Kind of get.
So what I'm saying, I have to be physically attracted to you.
I understand that.
Fine. Feminine, you have to be feminine. I mean,
I understand that. What's up with fit?
Okay, fit.
Physically active,
okay.
Right?
Okay, right. You know what I'm saying? If you just, I'm outside, man. I'm Beach Bum Bobby, baby. And so I'm outside, I'm surfing, paddleboarding, I'm swimming in the ocean. Like that's what I do.
Okay.
And so if you don't do those things, then, or if you don't like being outside and you want to be in the house and watching TV all the time, we're not compatible. You know what I'm saying?
I got a question then. I got a question for you.
Talk to me.
What happens when that person is incapable due to something outside? You still gonna be with them?
Oh man, it's funny. That's kind of what I was reading about. But yeah, hell yeah.
Because eventually we don't stay young forever. The skin doesn't stay tight forever. We grow old.
But that wasn't the question. The question was, what does it take for a person to become my wife, not to stay my wife? So once you become my wife, I love you unconditionally. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, I have to get to the point where we say I do. Whether it's legally I do or it's, hey, I commit to you between me and you, however we choose to do it. So you have to be fine. I have to be physically attracted to you.
I understand that.
Okay. You have to be feminine. You probably a manly man. And my man up top, with all the hair on his face,
No, I get you.
I'm not attracted to him because it's not feminine. He's a man. You know what I'm saying? And so in the fit part, you have to be active, man. I'm outside, I'm running, I'm swimming, like I said, I'm surfing. That's what I do. So if we don't mesh, why even waste each other's time?
No, I get you on that. What now? You said you get married, you stay married. People think you get married, you stay married, that there's no work involved. What happens when that person?
Hard work.
It's work.
What happens though if something happens to that person? That person's still there. There's 2 of those 3 things are being available, but the physical part or the fine part, let's say the looks go.
Right.
You're gonna be with that person for
Yeah.
there, or
so hold on,
you replace it.
Hold on, Cal. So with the your mic went out, bro. Can y'all hear me?
No, it's lagging.
Okay.
You can talk. Don't worry about it.
All right. So basically, man, if you get with a person and you love that person for who they are, I don't care if you lose an arm, lose a leg, lose a titty. You know what I'm saying? Or both titties. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we get old. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting old. You know what I'm saying? I'm not as old as Cal, but I'm getting old. And so as I get older, I'm noticing things change. I understand people change, but when I meet you on day one, for me to initially fall in love with you, I need those things. And so if you get older and you wrinkle or whatever, I still love the person for who they are. And if if it's something that's happening outside of your control, that's one thing. But if it's within your control, then that's different. And if you're not doing anything about it, for instance, my son's mother, after she had my son, she gained a lot of weight. I have no issue with that. My issue was when she asked me to buy her a treadmill, and I buy her the treadmill.
I get you.
And she put the picture of how she used to look on the treadmill for motivation. And then she started hanging clothes on the treadmill to drive.
I see what you're saying. I see. You want effort.
You want effort. You give me that, we good.
Well, I got another example.
I want to hear from the ladies, Cal. I want to hear from the ladies.
Can we get past this topic, please?
Let me just say, mine is real quick. When you said the 3 F's, yours were a lot nicer than what I was thinking, because I was thinking about Chris Rock, feed me, fuck me, and shut the fuck up. So I mean, it's good that you know what your standards are and you can be open with people, because like you said, if somebody's not compatible with that, you can let them know day one, that so they have the choice, like, oh yeah, I'm not with that, so you won't waste each other's time. So
And
I
that's
think
all
it's
it
good
is. Time.
whatever your
Time.
standards are, knowing what they are and communicating with somebody in the beginning, so y'all don't waste time.
I can dig it.
But yeah,
I can
So
dig it.
speaking of these qualities that you guys require, did your baby moms possess these qualities?
Oh, hell yeah.
Let's get to the real spit, Didi.
I
We let
love
them
it.
talk it out for a second.
I-
Now let's
I
get
love
to the
it.
real spit.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Hey,
y'all
go for
smiling
it.
and
Hell yeah.
laughing. Yeah,
Go for it.
yeah. We let y'all talk. Now
Oh,
talk.
hell yeah.
Don't
Oh,
get
I'm ready. Who
Oh,
want to
shit.
take it first?
Who wanna go
Don't
first?
get
Shit,
quiet
okay.
now. Don't get
I'll
quiet
go
now.
first.
You're
I'll
gonna give
go
it to-
first. It's not an
Yeah.
excuse.
Yes, absolutely.
I'll go first.
My ex-wife, we were together for 10 years. And I don't know if she's seeing this, but she'll tell you herself. I met her on the first night. We got together on the first night, and I told her, I'm gonna marry you. And that's what I did. And we had a beautiful baby girl. So that woman showed me the utmost loyalty when I was at a super low point in my life.
Cal love to tap dance around the goddamn question. I said baby
Right.
mom.
Because why you not still with her? Why you not still with
I
her
ain't talking
then?
about
If
no
she
wife
possessed
either.
all that. Why you
she
not still with her,
decided
Cal?
she decided she wanted somebody else, man. So I'm glad you asked that too.
Damn.
So
Damn.
you know what,
Damn.
bro? Let me tell you this, man. The loyalty that I asked for is the same goddamn loyalty that I extend. So I'm gonna ride with you as long as you want to ride, but I can't make somebody stay married to me. So she asked for the divorce, like most women do. 80% of the time, she asked for the divorce, and I fought it for 2 years. After that, I said, okay, I got to keep it moving. Law of inertia. So that's what happened.
Baby mama. I don't care about the wife.
She was the baby mama.
No, because you got two more. Because you got two other ones. Don't do that,
Yeah,
Cal.
but see now, once again, that's a personal attack. So attack the issue, not what
How
happened.
is that a personal attack? The question is, did your baby moms
so-
possess any
right,
of those qualities?
and I said absolutely yes, and I married her. But for the people that I didn't marry, it had to be a reason that I didn't marry them.
We're not talking about marrying anybody. I said, did your baby mamas possess any of those qualities that you
I said
require
yes.
to become your wife?
I said yes. Otherwise, we never would have got together. But they couldn't seal the deal. Everybody's not gonna seal the deal.
What?
Okay, Aramis, did your baby moms possess the qualities that were required for your baby moms to become your wife?
I don't want to use this as an excuse, but I'm going to say the thing. I know, and I didn't know, because I had a father who was abusive to my mother. And then I had a mother who was extremely toxic and borderline personality disorder and narcissistic, that she accustomed me to accept toxic traits as love. It took for me to be 40 to realize, okay, this is why I'm messing up. So I wasn't shown really what to. I had a grandmother and a grandfather who kind of also shown better in terms of that, but I didn't know. And so I thought, oh, if I'm a good man, then she'll be a good woman because I'm being a good man to her. I realized very quickly that is not the case.
That's not true.
So no, I didn't know what I was looking for. I thought you just had to be a good guy, to be honest with you. And I was wrong.
No.
I was wrong. But I was 20 too. Like, I didn't know anything. I had to look, let me tell you something. As a man, as the man that I am today, I had to teach myself game. I had to teach myself how to do my own tie. I had to teach myself how to eat properly. I had to teach myself to go out and try different cuisines. I wanted to be that man that every woman fell in love with. So I had to teach myself how to be that man. And I had to learn different things being around older men and not having the fear or the nervousness or anxiety to ask questions. Unfortunately, I learned the hard way. But as a father, I taught my son the right way.
Right.
And so I can tell you right now, no, she did not. I thought she did, but she didn't. And none of them did. And that's fine. I made a mistake. It is what it is. I got to fix it. And I fixed it through my son.
Beach bum, Bobby. What about you?
And the question was, did
your baby, yeah,
my baby
Keep
mama
it
have?
funky now.
Oh shit!
possess
Keep it
any of
funky
the
now.
I always do. But what you saying, sister?
Did your baby mama possess any of the qualities that your 3 Fs? Did she?
She was fun. She was fun. She was fine. She was very feminine. I'm trying to respect my son, so I don't want to, I'm trying to figure out how to do this and respect my son at the same token. I don't know why, but anyway, and she was fit because we was in the military. We were young, and so we were kids. We got married. It was 1997, and we got divorced 1999. I normally do about 2 years or whatever, and then I move on.
With every relationship?
So
not every relationship.
Let me ask this question because
Talk to me.
I just feel like we ain't keeping it funky. We ain't keeping.
Oh no, it's coming funky. It's getting funky.
We finna get real funky in this motherfucker. I'm just saying.
Talk to me.
Because we need to let these women know why they baby mamas are not getting wifed up. You feel me? And I feel like y'all tap dancing around that question. So
okay, so
I want y'all to keep
Cal, let me
it.
finish. Cal, you don't talk. You don't talk, Cal. Okay.
I thought I was being honest, but okay.
Yeah, Cal, you
Well,
spoke.
you kind of did. You did. But I feel
so-
like we're doing a little tap dancing. So I want us to keep it funky,
Ain't no
man.
tap dancing,
That's
man.
the only way we
I just
say
got
women
long-
need to.
I just got long answers, man. I ain't even gonna front.
Okay.
And so, okay, so basically, so she was fine. She was feminine. She was fit. She was my wife. She was my baby mother. So it wasn't that she wasn't able to be a wife. She wasn't able to remain a wife. She did some foul stuff or whatever, and I had to move on. And so basically, long story short, I took my son and I went to Japan, and it started from there. So I'm in Japan as a single father, changing diapers on the floor because back in the 90s they didn't have changing stations in the men's bathroom, especially overseas. And so I'm taking my BDU top off and I'm changing diapers on the floor in the men's bathroom in Japan. I raised my son for 16 years by myself, so for the most part, it was me and him. So she was fine. She was feminine. She was fit. She was all of that. I got married again. And Nikki was fine. She was feminine. No. She was fine.
Something else.
She was fine. She loved to suck dick. And she was fit. Yeah, that's what it was. So that was the feminine. Nikki sucked dick so good that I married her. I married her.
When you
I
finish,
love it. I love it.
I have a question when you finish.
What's that again? Go ahead. Ask the question.
When
Ask the question.
you
Ask the
finish.
question. Ask the
So
question.
have your basis for choosing a partner always been the 3 Fs, or do you feel like
Yes.
is it an issue for you that these things have ended? And if they have, do you try to figure out why they ended, and maybe you need to change what your standards are?
No. I'm not going to change, my standards. So 2 years. Whoever said 2 years, 2 years. Now, my current relationship it's been kind of interesting because we've been in a relationship since 2011, 12 or something like that. And so we've been together for quite some time. So she made it past 2 years, and I was like, I guess we stuck because I've never done this before. It feels good, but I'm talking about the 2 women I chose to marry. My son's mother, long story short, she ended up getting pregnant. She went home on leave, got pregnant. And so I told her, I'm like, look, I don't believe in abortion. Never had to deal with that in my life. I don't believe in abortion, but I told her, my son's standing in the hallway. I said, look, if you have an abortion, get rid of this child, which I don't believe in doing, I'll give you another child, and I don't even want another child, but I'll give it to you to keep the family together. She chose to have the kid. All right, you keep that one. I'm taking mine, and we going over here. So that happened. And then after that one, when I got remarried to Nikki. Nikki sucked some good dick, boy. I swear to God.
Why you ain't trying to respect Nikki?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's not my son's mother. That's not my son's mother.
It don't matter. You out here telling everybody
I'm
how good
respecting.
Nikki suck dick.
Hey,
What?
hey, I got
Amen.
another question for y'all.
So
I get it, but I
Okay.
Oh,
Wait a minute. Can I say suck dick up here?
You can
Yeah,
say
yeah.
whatever you want.
Oh, okay.
So,
You can say whatever you want. I'm
Okay,
just
so
saying,
I got to explain. So because it's like because she got
Do you
questions.
still talk to Nikki?
I wish, but nah, I would.
no,
I'm
look,
joking.
you ain't the
I'm joking.
first guy to
Hey,
fall
bro,
to some
hey, yo,
awesome
I'm
head
joking.
game,
I'm
okay?
joking. I would never talk to Nikki again. Nikki's a bad person. I would never talk to Nikki. I would never talk.
All right, so
Hold on, Shallow. I mean, Cal, let me finish. I'm gonna let you get it. Okay. So with Nikki, with Nikki, you know, the thing with her, she was a bad person, straight up and down. When I got divorced from my first wife because she was getting pregnant, I married Nikki. When me and Nikki, and it's a long story behind Nikki. We have a whole podcast on Nikki. So when I left, when me and Nikki broke up, my son's mother had gotten a domestic dispute with her new husband, who I never met. I kept asking her, let me meet him, let me talk to him. If he's gonna be around my son, I just want to talk to him, have a conversation. It never happened. So we ended up never meeting. When I finally met him, it was in the courthouse after he had beat her up. And who did she call? The helper? She called me.
Yeah.
So she called me. And I grabbed a hammer and I decided to go see him. You know, she called me. So I end up going to the hospital. Nikki goes with me. I'm thinking my wife is like, you know, with me. That's what's up. She asked me, am I here for my son or am I here for this bitch? My son's mother. I'm like, I'm not here for this bitch. I'm here for my son, but I got to be here for my son and his little sister. So I'm doing that. Nikki ends up going, you know, consistently calling my son's mother a bitch in front of my son. My son's 16 years old. My son calls me in the garage and he said, Daddy, she needs to kick rocks. I call her in, me, her son, 16 years old, my son, 16 years old, and Nikki sit down at the table. And I told her, look, you can't keep disrespecting my son's mother. I don't like her that much, but you cannot disrespect her in front of my son. It hurts my son. And she couldn't respect that. So I told her the next morning she needed to leave. I haven't seen Nikki since. She left. She took her son. She took the phone numbers, the money, the cologne, all the cologne I gave him. She smashed it. She took my phone number from him. He's 26 years old. He lives in Atlanta. When he was with me, straight A student. He didn't graduate. Now he's on the streets. She took her son. She took her son and she moved, dropped her son off, birth certificate, social security card, report card. She drops it off at her twin sister's. Her twin sister keeps him until his dad gets out of prison. She gives the son to his dad. Where can I find Nikki? She was last seen in Stone Mountain, Georgia, man. You know.
So Nikki
How did
packed up
we
and
get
took
here?
the
How
DSL.
did we get here? We just trying to find out if
I
but,
smoke weed.
okay, are we still on this? Because I got a question for you, Adrian.
yeah, I thought we was just
What's up? What's up? What's happening? What's up? What's up? Let's get
You
it.
got 2 children.
I got 3.
You got 3 children. What
Yes,
if
sir.
what if your wife, right?
Yes, sir.
What if she
All
came to
3.
you and said, what if your wife came to you and said, one of your children might not be yours?
It's gonna be a problem.
Thank you.
It's
That's
gonna
all
be
I
a big
got.
problem.
That's all I got.
Because first off, and I'm finna tell you why. Let me elaborate on it as well, because we didn't have kids before we were married. We had all our kids after we was married. So to my understanding, you know,
Okay.
we is what we are, right? Me and her, we in this together. We gang. So if she was to come and tell me that one of the 3 wasn't mine, then we gonna definitely have a problem, because we gang. So there was no I messed around, she messed around, you know, there's none of that type of background story. You know what I'm saying? It's
But
we did this quote unquote. Go ahead.
But I gave you a what if. Because
What if? It's a problem.
Right. So the same thing happened to me.
Okay.
So that's
So
what
you saying
that's what Jordan
she
Wish.
came to
But
you and said that she was pregnant by somebody else.
no,
And
she said
wait.
this child might not be yours.
Oh shit. Okay.
So if that, let me tell you what I'll do for you. If I can get her on here, ask her, then she get the ring. Nothing happened.
But Didi said she wanna talk about that 6-year-old baby mom.
No, there's nothing to talk about because we already.
She don't hold up.
You know what?
It's exhausting. Okay, y'all don't wore me out.
No,
She don't count. The 6-year-old baby mama don't count.
No, man. Listen.
Oh.
Once again, trying to be the dead horse. If somebody's not for you, they're not for you. No child is going to keep somebody with somebody when they're not treating you the way you need to be treated.
I'm not.
So let me ask you, how long were you dating her before she got pregnant?
That's irrelevant.
Huh?
That means
How
nothing.
is that irrelevant?
That's your own personal preference because you said you got married before you had children. Everybody doesn't do it your way.
That is
Talk about marriage. He said, how long were you dating her?
No, that we dated for a while, but
what's
in the beginning.
What's a while?
I don't know. Once again, it doesn't mean anything.
It means a lot.
You mean it don't
No,
mean anything?
it means something
Okay,
to you.
well, I got another question.
No, it means a lot.
How long does it take for you to know if she the one?
Oh, we went through it. When you lose your mom, man, I don't know if you still have your mom or not.
I ain't talking about her. I'm just saying, period. How long does it take for a man to know?
Listen to what I'm saying because you asked the question. When you lose your mother,
Well, you didn't want to answer that question, so I'm gonna keep asking questions until you answer one of my questions with a straight answer.
Hold on.
All right.
wait.
So let him ask a question. Let him ask a question because that question didn't make no damn sense. But let him ask a question.
Okay, go ahead.
The question was, I will slow this shit down. How long does it take you to date someone and know that she is the one?
Never. You never know, bro. You never know.
Listen,
you never know.
Y'all have bad decision-making skills. That's the problem. Y'all picking the wrong motherfuckers and then want to come on the back end and make excuses of the bullshit choices that y'all making. And then y'all trying to make it seem like it's some fantasy world that you can actually make a good choice and pick a good woman to make a goddamn baby with in your goddamn city.
How do you know she's a good woman?
You never know. You never know.
You know.
How do you know?
How do you know?
How do you know?
It's called a vetting process.
So if that's the case, why are so many people divorced? At least once, twice, or maybe 3 times as nice.
It's about being divorced. It's about where you planting your seed at.
Oh, wait a minute. So we talking about marriage? We talking about marriage? We talking about marriage? Or we talking about babies?
If you're almost 50 and you still making the same mistake that you was making in your 20s, you are the fucking problem.
We talking about marriage or babies?
So tweet, hold on. Can we get?
If you still making the same mistakes in your 50s that you was making in your 20s, you are the problem.
So can we get you to bring it down? Can you come?
No,
can you bring it down?
If I want to, it's my goddamn show.
Okay, so are you married?
No, I'm not married.
Do you have children?
I do have children.
Why are you not married?
Because I'm divorced and I chose to not be married.
Okay, so
I'm in a committed relationship with somebody.
So that's free will, right?
And I choose not to make a baby with them.
Okay.
In my 40s, because I'm 45.
Okay.
And I have a 27-year-old.
Okay.
And I would not make the same mistake when I was 18 that I would make in my 40s.
But you're not married now.
No, I'm not married now.
Okay,
I don't want to be married now. I'm in a committed relationship with somebody.
Okay, so okay, good.
For the past 5 years.
Okay, so I got it. I understand that. Why do you think you know the person that I have a child with?
I didn't say that you know. You said that you never know. You will never know somebody that you're in a relationship with. No. If you don't think
no. He said that.
Why would you have a baby with him?
He said that. I didn't say that.
No, I never said that.
Who said you'll never know?
I said you will never know when a person is the one. You never know. You think you may know, but people can
change.
So
why would you be with somebody and actually create a life with them?
So you created a life with someone
when I was 17.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You did
17.
You can't take it back. You can't take it back.
We're going back because you said that 20-something years ago you made 2 kids in your 20s with people that you probably shouldn't have made kids with.
Who said that?
You did. At least the first one you said you probably shouldn't have. You made choices that you probably shouldn't have made these choices with, and then you turned around and said you got a 6-year-old.
No, I never said in my 20s. So let me tell you this.
You said 20 years ago. I don't know how old you are. You said 20 something years ago or something.
Right,
like that.
right. So you listening to my story, telling me my story. I know my story, and the only hold on.
You told us.
Hold on. The only other person here who knows my story is that guy.
You wouldn't tell it. That's why, because you won't tell it.
Listen to what I'm
You
saying.
won't listen. That's the problem.
You so
said he
triggered
wasn't-
that you're not listening to me. Why are you so triggered?
I'm triggered because I'm loud. No, I'm triggered because you keep tap dancing around shit.
I'm not tap dancing around anything. You guys have your own opinion about how you vet and do things. I'm telling you what actually happened. Now with that being said, you don't know everything about me. You don't know anything about me. The only person that knows everything about me is that guy.
I don't know everything.
Well, you know most.
And when you point, you point the wrong way.
This is the thing. We're asking you questions so you can clarify whatever it is.
Can I answer the question in my regard?
If you're going to ask me a question, let me answer the question. But don't
We
pass
trying to
judgment
give it to you, brother.
on me for whatever, man. Because whatever you have that you did, everybody else is not going to do it your way.
But I'm not. But see, this is the thing. I'm not projecting what I did on you, though. I just told you what I did. I'm not saying what's right or wrong. I'm asking questions so you can clarify. All I asked was, I only asked 2 questions.
What's right or wrong doesn't matter.
I asked you about the 6-year-old baby mama, because my question was, how do you know if she's the one, right?
It takes
time.
time.
I'm asking simple questions because this is the point. The point I'm trying to make is this. We sitting here and we talking about this. Women want to know. Women want to learn from this. They want to hear from men. We got a panel of men on here, so we want y'all to keep it funky. My man in the right corner, keeping it funky. I need you to keep it funky too. Of why? Look, I ain't marrying you because of X, Y, and fucking Z. That's why, right? That's all I'm asking you to say.
No,
I'm not telling you. I'm not portraying nothing on me. I'm just trying to get you to keep it funky so these women listeners that's watching, you see it's a lot of women commenting, they can learn like what they need to do. Yo, we in some of the same groups. Like these women, we say American women need to know, they need to learn. Keep it funky. Let them know what they doing wrong if that's the case, of why they not getting a ring. Why they good enough to get a baby with, but you they ain't good enough to put a ring on it.
So Pete Game,
I can't speak from that because guess what? Who I made babies with, I put a motherfucking ring on.
Then you
before that, we decided to do it. So I can't speak on it. So we bringing fellas on here that can talk about it.
So when we talk about if we talk about the issues, that's one thing. But when you asking Shiloh or Cal or me or whoever, you know, what's your name on the end, brother?
Aramis.
Aramis. All right, peace and power, Aramis. So when you asking us specifically about our situations, that's that. But at the same time, if we stick to the facts and stick to the issues, you know what I'm saying? It's not about whatever Cal did or whatever I did or whatever Aramis did. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about why is it just across the board, or are we talking specific? Right. Because like I do kind of feel like, you know, you kind of coming at Cal with that, which is hilarious to me. You know what I'm saying? I think she's just riling you up, bro. It's really funny because it's working. You know what I'm saying? It's working. It's beautiful. But
it's triggering something.
It's beautiful, y'all, man. It's beautiful, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just conversation, man. It's fun. I love everybody, man.
I have a question.
But hold on, wait a minute. But the other part of that is this: just like what he said, you don't know what I've done because you don't know me.
But it's not about you, Cal.
Bro, it's not about me knowing you. I'm asking you the question. And I'm hold up. This our shit. Like, hold up, chill out. Like, we respecting y'all, respect me. Like, I'm asking you the question straight up. I'm not projecting anything. I'm not saying nothing. All I'm doing is asking. I'm like, bro, why you not? At first, I'm like, why you not putting a ring on it? So then you say, well, I put a ring on this person. And I said, well, why you didn't put a ring on this person? And you like,
and I answered
if it is, you know what, man, I just wanted another baby, so I had another baby. Say that so we can move on. But you tap dancing around it, and it's like, yo, well, don't say anything. Just say, yo, I don't want to answer the question. And then we can ask my man over here or my man over here.
I'm not running from the question. So because I don't answer the question that you want me to answer, you got a problem with that. That's your problem. But I'm answering the question from what I know and from what actually happened. But if you don't accept that, that's fine by me. Same thing with you, DD. You know, you talking about why I'm out here doing whatever. You don't know me like that.
Well, I could give you my answer.
Topic. Do you think men need to take more responsibility for procreating with women they don't deem qualified to be their wives? I'm not going back and forth with nobody.
I think so.
I don't even understand why you would come on a podcast and not wanting to talk about what we're talking about. But go ahead.
I think I've said this in the beginning. It's ownership on everything. Like I procreated with women that they weren't good mothers. They weren't good wives. That was my fault because I didn't know how to properly vet a person. I learned that later in life. And I didn't procreate after that. I look, again, goes back to total ownership on both individuals and as a couple. That's my opinion. And to answer the question, why I didn't marry or what qualities my baby mama didn't have to be married, it was kind of simple. She wasn't giving me what I was giving her. You know, she wasn't a compliment to my life. And she wasn't even a compliment. Neither of them were a compliment to my kids' lives. And that's on me. It was wrong. When I figured out that they weren't the right person, I moved on. And I've had women in the past turn around and say, why won't you be with me? Like, you know, make me your woman. I was like, well, you know, in one part, you're on Section 8. I don't see you trying to get off of that. That's slavery. The other part is I think you're responsible with this. And I told you I'm not capable of loving someone and I'm not going to love you. So I think I need to step away from that. I was honest with all the women I was with because I think you have to be honest, you know, but there's some type of accountability that should be taken. We should be responsible for procreating with women we didn't qualify to be our wives because ultimately those are our children and they're our responsibility to rear them any which way we can, you know. That's a simple answer for me.
Thank you, Aramis.
Easy. If nobody else wants to talk, we can close out the show.
Man, don't close the show, man. I thought we got 15 more minutes. I'm loving this.
You got something for us?
Nah, I mean, so, you know, like I said, man, if we stick to the issues or whatever, why are so many women not getting married? Because
that's
most men. No, I'm saying, okay, procreating thing. Okay, but I'm not gonna go back. But the procreating, yes, I think men need to need to take more accountability or whatever and responsibility for who they stick their dick in. I really think that's important. Because men will fuck damn near anything, you know, and you fuck around and get her pregnant, then that's on you. But at the same time, just take care of your damn babies, man. You know, because a lot of us got here from just a fuck. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people in the world got here from it was just sex and they did it and they created something. Right. So I think that it's not a man thing or a woman thing. A lot of times we want to put stuff on the man. We want to put stuff on the woman. And I think it's just about being a damn adult.
Bobby's getting ripped for that head game, man.
Hey, I'm just saying.
I get you, homie. I get you. I've been there.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, and I was young, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, that was a long time ago. But now you have to give me what I'm giving you, man, because I give a lot. I give a lot, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the beauty of this podcast is I know what I'm worth. I know what I've done, and I know what I do. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, nobody on this podcast know what each other do. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know the great qualities of each individual person on this podcast. You know, but I know y'all probably some great people. I heard some of y'all served and everything. I don't know which ones. If all of you, I don't know. For the ones that did, thank you for your service. But at the end of the day, I know what the fuck I do. And so I'm going to demand a lot because I'm going to give a lot. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be with my friends, with my woman, with whatever. If I invite you into my life, I'm gonna demand the same thing that I give you.
Right.
And if I feel like you're not giving me the same thing, I'm not gonna fuck with you, man. And so when it comes to wives and women, give your man what you want him to give you. If your man is not giving you what you're giving him, then move on. Yeah. We all say they give a lot of respect to
Right. So
question.
If I don't get what I need, I'm out, man. I don't give a fuck what it is. You don't treat me the way I need to be treated, I'm out. It don't matter what happens.
Yeah.
What was it? The question Danica said? Well, we all given. We're giving the people what they need and want. With my current partner, in the past, as I grew as a man, from a young man to a mature man to where I'm at now, right? My last partner, she, like I said, she dumped me 9 times in 4 years. I broke rules for her. Shouldn't have broke rules, but I always told her, I'm not going to give you I'm not going to give you the love you want. I'm going to give you the love that you need. She didn't understand that, and we're not together. I don't really care, right? The current partner I have today, I'll give you an example. She was sleeping on my side of the bed, right? No problem. I don't care. I'll sleep wherever. I put 2 water bottles, one on my side, one on the side I was sleeping, one on the side she was sleeping. She gives me the water bottle back, and she goes, honey, here's your water bottle. Like, no. That's yours. Mine's over there. Look, see? And she got up, smiled, hugged me, gave me a kiss. She was like, that's why I love you so much. You're so thoughtful about me. And I realized right there and then that she was with people who did not think about her. See, being in a relationship, my opinion is the woman just doesn't serve me. I serve her. We're serving each other. And I think a lot of times when we get into relationships, we're just winging it with very little knowledge, very little experiences. We're not looking at the people who make it work. We're not asking the questions, oh, how did you do it? What is it that you need to do? What is it? What are the best pointers? Matter of fact, we're eyeing people who don't got together, and we're listening to people who don't have their shit together, and we're like, oh, okay, what works for you? No. I think a lot of it has to do with giving our partners the love that they need and the love that they want in order to have a fulfilling relationship. Currently, I'm in a situation like that. I have a person who, for the first time, I literally feel safe and secure to be myself, my full self. As a man, I will say this is very difficult. Women want us to be vulnerable till we're vulnerable. And then they criticize us for being vulnerable. With this current woman, I have sat on the ground crying because of things that have happened in my life that I'm not used to. I'm going through it. And she hasn't turned around and said, be a man or anything like that. As a matter of fact, I'm trying to suck up the tears not to look weak in front of her. And she says, cry, it's okay. I don't think you're a weak man. I think you're a strong man because you are allowing your emotions to show. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise, because I know when it's game time, you're gonna be clutch for us. And so with that being said, that goes to a woman too. You know, if you could be yourself with the person that you're with, and you don't have to hide who you are or kind of like check the volume on anything. You could be your free self, because being in a relationship, I believe being in love and making it work involves a sense of freedom. If both partners aren't free, y'all shouldn't even be doing this. I always say, I have a saying, when in doubt, don't do. When it comes to marriage, don't say I do.
Right.
I'm not crying in front of no woman, bro.
No.
I'm not crying.
You got it mistaken, brother. You got it mistaken. I wasn't crying for no woman.
No.
Crying because life beat the shit out of me.
No. See, I'm not crying in front of no woman.
Yeah, I don't care anymore.
Yeah,
you know why? You know why I don't give a fuck? I'm gonna tell you why I don't give a fuck.
Why is that?
Because if she don't want me, and I'm a human being, bro. Mm-hmm. If I'm a human being, and life will kick you in the nuts, and you got no choice but to cry.
And it'll keep kicking you if you stay down there.
And okay, yeah. And guess what?
That's what I'm talking about.
And guess what? I gotta get up.
Respect that she ain't the one.
if she don't want to, if she doesn't accept me when I'm smiling, laughing, being goofy, being crying, being whatever, then fuck her. I don't need her. I need to be with. Look, I could cry in front of my son. My son has seen me at my worst, where things have gone to hell, and I try to suck up the tears, and I was just like, I go, and you know what my son says? Dad, I'll give you a hug. Right. I may not want that hug, but I may need that hug.
Yeah, your son. You talking about your son? I'm not me, and no disrespect for whatever you do. I'm not crying in front of no.
No,
woman.
it's okay, dude. But I'm just saying, I'm not hiding myself for no. Here's the thing, man. I'm not hiding myself for anybody. I don't give a crap. I'm so secure in who I am. My problem is when I've had people trying to turn around and tell me, even my own mother, oh, suck it up. Deal with it. All right, cool. I know I now cannot show you that part of me. I'm going to go in this room and yeah, I'll close the door and I'll do it by myself. But here's a question. Don't ask me why I'm silent. Don't ask me why I'm not talking to you. Don't ask me why I'm not sharing with you, because obviously I can't share all of myself with you. And at the end of the day, I need a partner. You know what? I'd rather be by myself. If I got to handle this shit by myself, fine. But let me be by myself.
Yeah, because I cried. That's how I learned how to swim, man. You know what I'm saying? I was going through some serious depression type shit. And I live literally 5 minutes walking from the ocean. Mm-hmm. And so I go to the beach every day, and I'm seeing these white folks out there going to the beach, surfing and swimming. I'm like, damn, I wish I can do that. So I would go out a little bit further every day, and I would cry in the ocean because, you know, nobody can see the tears or whatever. And I feel like I was just giving back. But as far as crying from a woman, I'm not going to do it. Even if they can respect you and love you while things are good, I don't want them to ever have to think back, you know what I'm saying? And be like, yeah, I saw, you know, you crying and all this. I just don't want to have that.
No, and that's fair. You know what, though? I'm going to challenge you on that. Any woman or any person who disagrees with you being human, they don't fucking respect you.
I agree with you.
Because everybody breaks. I don't give a shit. I've seen my grandfather, the toughest dude on the planet, was broken. Right. And I didn't even know how to handle it. I hugged the old man, right? I'll hug the old man, but I realized like this, every person can be broken. And at one point when you get knocked down, you get broken. Yo, it's okay. It's okay to be upset. If they can't accept you that you're human, then they don't want a human being. Right. Look, I don't care, man. Your mama dies. If you love your mama, you're gonna cry. You're gonna be hurting. What, you're not allowed to feel pain? What the fuck you want? You want a human being or you want a machine?
No, you're gonna cry, man. You're gonna cry.
Exactly. No, I don't disagree with you. Hey, don't show. Hey, that's a preference. I get you. I did that. You know what that did to me? It almost led me to killing myself. Fuck it. Now I don't give a shit. I cry when I'm happy. I cry when I'm sad. I laugh when I'm happy. Because I'm meant to be a human being and to express myself and to be free. If I could only be free by myself, right? That's great and all. That's cool. But if you to be free with another person, I will tell you this right now. It's I don't even know you. Gift, bro.
I don't even know you. I cry in front of you before I cry in front of a woman.
No, yo, there's nothing wrong with that, bro. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'd do? I'd hug you. I'd say, let's get this weed. Let's get some drinks. Let's get some bitches, and let's see what we could do. Let's cheer you up.
And that's why I would cry in front of you.
We have to. Does anybody have anything coming up they want to promote? Because we got to get out of here. We have to be done at the 2-hour mark.
Hey man, I'm just promoting that everybody have a very good New Year. Whatever goals you set for 2024, work hard for them. Go after them. Have no fear, and I hope that everybody has wealth, abundance, and health.
Good. I concur.
Anybody else?
I don't really have anything. I just want to say thank y'all for allowing my crazy ass to get up here and enjoy this with y'all and everything. I ain't had nothing going on tonight, and so this was really pleasurable. It was fun. I love the conversation. We don't always have to agree on everything, and that's the beauty of it or whatever. But I respect everybody's opinion and honesty. As far as with this whole trying to know somebody's background in just a couple seconds, you know, we're so multifaceted. It's so much about us that it's hard to say It's hard to say everything in a short amount of time and to understand the full story, because I guarantee you, everybody that told a story tonight is so much that we couldn't put in the story to make it make sense. So you just got a snapshot. So I appreciate y'all for allowing me to spend some time with y'all tonight. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Yep. Still here to help the veterans too. Got to get that money, man. I'm all about that goddamn money, man.
Start juicing.
Thank you
say
to you
start
guys for coming on.
Start juicing. Start juicing. Tonight was turmeric. Tonight was turmeric, bell pepper, sweet potato, pineapple, ginger, lemon, apple, grapes, and orange. And so start juicing, man. Start juicing. Start juicing. Good shit.
Yeah, I was
love
juicing
y'all
too. I had pineapple juice and Avion.
Pineapple and what?
Reposado.
Okay, I can dig it.
I juice too. I juice. I think I need to juice now before my food feel bad.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I appreciate y'all, man.
And Drina, y'all got anything?
No, just want to say thank you to the panel for coming back for 2 weeks and being part of the show. I hope everybody has a great holiday season, and we'll see y'all back next year.
Yes.
Call me
Peace and
anytime.
Love, blessings, prosperous.
Take care.
EP
It's
said
that time of
peace.
year. You got to do them vision boards. That's what I definitely do every year around this time. Vision board to get ready for next year. But yeah,
You have no
peace,
idea.
love, blessings, everybody.
We appreciate everybody coming on the show, everybody in the comments. As you know, the Breaking Barriers podcast will be on break for the holidays. We'll be back on January 9th for our first show of 2024, season 4 of the Breaking Barriers podcast. So look out for some great shows, great guests, great panels, and great discussion. Y'all all have a great holiday, great new year. Like Aramis said, many blessings, wealth, health, prosperity. Everybody go out and do something great for somebody else other than yourself, but always put yourself first. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all for supporting the show. Go out, subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit the notification bell, like and comment, share this with all the people that you know, and go out and bless somebody this holiday season, y'all. We out. We Breaking Barriers podcast.
Take care.
Peace and power.